Picture this, the high-stakes drama of Hollywood's Wild West, where one man's vision can turn a dusty ranch into a billion-dollar empire. But what if that visionary decides to saddle up and ride off to greener pastures? Taylor Sheridan's journey from Paramount to NBCUniversal is exactly that kind of blockbuster tale, stirring up debates about loyalty, money, and creative control in the entertainment world. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just about a director switching studios. It's a seismic shift that could reshape how we watch Western epics for years to come. Let's dive into the backstory to make it crystal clear, even for those new to the industry. Back in 2020, Paramount Global, formerly known as Viacom CBS, struck a deal to license the streaming rights for Yellowstone, that gritty Western series you've probably seen dominating your feed, to NBCUniversal's Peacock platform. Taylor Sheridan, the actor-turned-writer-director, who's become a powerhouse in crafting modern cowboy sagas, was still firmly planted at Paramount then. But fast forward to now, and Sheridan's striking out on his own path, forging a new film deal with NBCUniversal, home to major studios like Universal Pictures and Focus Features, that kicks off in 2026. Sure, his existing TV commitments will keep him tethered to Paramount through 2028, but after that, expect his small-screen projects to migrate to NBCU as well. Sheridan seems to view this move as his personal manifest destiny, a nod to America's historical westward expansion, where he's determined to infuse his rugged, unflinching storytelling style directly into NBCUniversal, particularly its streaming service, Peacock. Interestingly, Peacock has become the unexpected sanctuary for Sheridan's and Paramount's flagship hit, Yellowstone, which premiered back in 2018, well before Peacock even existed as a streaming platform. For context, Yellowstone hit the airwaves 2 years earlier than Peacock's launch and even predated the 2019 merger of CBS and Viacom that eventually led to Paramount Global's rebranding in 2022. It also debuted ahead of Paramount Plus in 2021, though it did follow CBS All Access, which started in 2014. Here's where the plot thickens and sparks some real controversy. In 2020, NBCUniversal snapped up the Yellowstone streaming rights for its nascent Peacock service when the show was already pulling in a solid few million viewers per episode on basic cable. At the time, streaming metrics weren't as rigorously tracked by Nielsen, so those numbers looked impressive for cable TV. But they were downright phenomenal for Paramount Network, the rebranded version of Spike TV that wasn't exactly a household name yet. By the end of Season 3, Yellowstone had dethroned AMC's The Walking Dead as cable's top series. But here's the twist that has fans and industry insiders buzzing. Paramount, realizing its mistake, went all in by greenlighting around 100 spin-offs, sequels, and prequels, locking down multi-platform rights for the entire Yellowstone universe. That expansive world now includes, or soon will, shows like 1923, 1883, 1944, The Dutton Ranch, The Madison, Y. Marshalls, and possibly even 6666. And Sheridan isn't confining his talents to the Dutton family homestead. He's branching out with hits like Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King, Lioness, and Landman. The silver lining for Paramount, now under the Skydance Corporation umbrella after billionaire David Ellison took the reins earlier this year, is that it retains all those Yellowstone-related projects and Sheridan's future output for the next couple of years. They'll benefit from whatever creative gems he produces in the meantime. Around the same time as the Skydance merger, Sheridan and Paramount even collaborated on launching a new studio in Texas, underscoring their partnership's depth. But let's get real. Paramount didn't hand over those Yellowstone rights out of sheer generosity. They were compensated, albeit at a price that pales in comparison to what the show is worth now, as its massive popularity was hard to predict back then. Instead of matching Sheridan's demands for what he saw as the fair market value in 2025, the new Skydance-led Paramount has opted to splash out big on deals with creators behind South Park and Stranger Things. And this is the part that gets controversial. Sheridan's not just pricey because of his talent. His productions demand hefty budgets too. Under former Paramount executive Chris McCarthy, who oversaw streaming and cable with COO Keys Hill Edgar, Sheridan enjoyed unparalleled freedom, total creative control, endless approvals, and sky-high budgets. Ellison, however, is a different breed, and reports suggest they've had their clashes. Meanwhile, NBCUniversal has been playing the patient cowboy, rolling out the welcome wagon with open arms. As the saying goes, when you're in the saddle, you sometimes step in, well, you know. But here's a thought-provoking question. Is this move a savvy escape for Sheridan, or is Paramount missing out on a goldmine by not holding on to him? And what about the fans? Do you see this as a betrayal of trust, or just business as usual in Hollywood? Some might argue that Paramount's initial undervaluing of Yellowstone rights was a rookie mistake, while others could counter that Sheridan's demands for control made him a risky bet in today's cost-conscious climate. Weigh in below. Are studio switches like this the lifeblood of innovation? Or do they dilute the magic of beloved franchises? Share your opinions and let's debate.